Hi, I'm Olivier from Activity Messenger, and in this video, we're going to talk about the Activity Messenger product updates for the month of April 2024. So we have 5 updates I want to talk about in this video. So one of them is being able to add internal notes to invoices so that different admins can see the notes between each other. Adding placeholders or mail merge in your forms and contracts. Being able to attach a contract to an invoice. The whole credit card management for clients so they can update their credit card from their account. And lastly, just the class add-ons are now available in invoices. So let me start with an invoice here. We have a week 1 here camp for Lily Potter, and the parent, when they registered, they forgot to select an add-on. So they're calling you and they're saying, I need to add an add-on to my invoice. So what you do is you would find this invoice and then simply click on item and go to class add-on. Then you would select the class. So we're going for this class week 1 Lily here. And they were looking for the before care. So we were going to add the before care to the invoice and click on save. And now we can see that the before care has been added to the invoice. The balance is now $10 and you can send the link to pay online. So you can now add add-ons in an invoice from the invoice tab. Next thing I want to show is any invoice, whether it be this invoice or another one, we now have internal notes, right? So I can click on the plus sign here and just add a note that I want somebody else to see. So whoever is going to come in to this invoice can now see the internal notes that we have at the bottom of the invoice. And the next invoice kind of change I want to show is the ability to attach a contract to an invoice. So here I have a blank invoice, and let's say I came and I would want to add an item. So I can add any item, but I'm going to go add a booking. So let's just say we have somebody here that wants to rent their space, and they want to rent it on this date at this time for an hour, and I charge $80 for that. So right now what I'm doing is I'm creating a booking in the invoice. So I'm going to click on create, and that spot is now reserved, and we have that invoice here. Now I can send the link to pay right away, but I might want to attach a contract to either this booking or maybe to a membership or anything else. So I can just go and click on attach a contract here, and I can select my camp rental contract here. You'll be able to create multiple contracts, and I'm going to attach it to the invoice. So now what happens is that if I send a link to pay, it's going to attach the invoice and the contract together. And when I click on manage, I can see the different levels. So right now it's on draft. It hasn't been sent yet. As soon as I send it, it's going to move to send, and then there's going to be signed saying, hey, this contract has been signed. So I'm going to close, click on send to link of payment, and I'm going to send it out here. And now you can see that if I go to manage, if I do a refresh, sorry, and I go to my form here, I can see that now the status has changed to sent. And then as soon as the person is going to sign and pay for this rental, it's going to be changed to having being signed. I have a longer video explaining this as well as a whole help guide, so you'll have that link at the bottom of the video. And lastly, I want to go show you the liability waiver forms. So most of our clients usually use the waivers at some point, but what you can now do is you can go and edit the acceptance and conditions, either for a staff contract, any kind of waiver you need signed, and actually change some of the words. And I'll give an example, simple or example here for the org, but I can change any of these words and add a placeholder, right? So that could be the person's first name, last name, account owner. In this example, I'm going to go down to find it here, organization name, right? So that's going to replace you having to write it everywhere, and it's going to put in the right information for your organization. This can be used as well for salaries or positions for your staff, and make sure everybody gets the same contract but different hourly rates depending on the roles they have. And one last thing I wanted to show is that people can now log into their account. Sorry, so I'm logged into my demo account here, and you'll see this blue button here that's new. It gives the ability for parents, clients to change the credit card on file, right? So they can go into their account and say, actually, I'm paying a membership or I'm paying monthly payments I want to be able to modify my card so people will be able to update their card and apply it, and then the payment will be taken on that next card next month, so they don't have to contact you every time to change the card. I hope you found this helpful. So those were our April 2024 updates, and thanks for listening.